So lately I've been seeing a lot of those gaming has gotten boring videos, gaming has gotten old, we're growing up. You know, those kind of depressing videos you see in YouTube being suggested to you about gaming being dead and too corporatized. But it did inspire me to play some indie games for once, and I played Dead Cells. That's what I'm here for today. We're gonna talk about Dead Cells. What kind of game is it? Is it worth it for you? I know this is a little different from my usual videos, but I thought it's an interesting topic to talk about. And my next video is gonna be more of the usual kind of video. Before we start, if you enjoy the video, please like, subscribe, check the channel, do the YouTube stuff. It very much is appreciated. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So let me just put it out there, I'm not an expert at Dead Cells. It's a roguelike game, and I am here as a fan, not as an expert. I didn't even beat the game so far. I did my best to try and beat it, but my save got deleted and now I have to restart the whole thing all over again. That's why most of the footage you're gonna see on screen is from the early parts of the game, because I didn't have my usual gear. But I did play most of the game, and it is really special. As a guy who loves Borderlands, this game has a little bit of the Borderlands loot grind. And I think if you did enjoy the loot games, you're gonna love this game, and it's gonna be a really big treat for you. So basically the game, it's a Dead Cells is a roguelike game that you die and repeat every time. The main goal of the game is to get cells, which you can spend to buy upgrades. All kinds of stuff like new weapons, new ranged weapons, new abilities, new stuff like upgrade stations and whatever. So basically getting cells is your main goal in this game. It's gonna be consisting of basically a level, then a little rest zone, then another level, more rest zones, and that's how it goes. And there's a total of I think like 5 levels that you can do per run. And the interesting part is this, that you can do different types of runs. So basically you start a level and then you have 3 options to go to from this level 1 area. If you own the DLC you have 4 I mean. If you own all the DLCs, if you own just one DLC then you have 3. If you don't own any DLC then you have 2 areas to go to, which gives a big variation to the run, because each run is gonna start different and feel different. And obviously from these 2 locations you can go to, there's also other options that you can go to further from there. So basically each run is gonna have a different vibe to it, and the more DLCs you have, the more varied runs you're gonna have. But let me just put that out there, you don't need the DLCs to have varied runs in this game. There's a ton of content even if you play the main DLC-less version of the game. So, as probably most of you people did, I played a lot of roguelikes and souls-likes and 2D games, all these indie games, a lot in my life, but I never really connected to one of them, except Hollow Knight. That one's just special on a whole other level. But other than Hollow Knight, this is the first game that's an indie game and a 2D game that I actually connect to on a really strong level, and I think that mainly comes from the smoothness of the gameplay. It just feels good to play it. It's like Call of Duty. Even if the game is shitty, it just feels good to play. This game is not shitty, but it also feels great to play, so you get the benefits of having both sides of the table. This game is really fun to play, every movement feels good, every weapon has great feedback, sound design is good, the way your character moves and looks like is also great. There's a ton of customization for your character, which brings me to the second favorite thing that I have with this game, and so the references. You can find a weapon or an outfit or a reference to most games you know. I had weapons from Terraria to Hollow Knight to just many different games. Shovel Knight, any game that is a 2D game, indie game, you will probably find a reference for it in this game. If it's not a weapon, then it's gonna be an outfit, or both. But there is always a ton of references, which makes it really fun to explore. So the most important part of the video is gonna be this. Most of the times I feel bad for buying indie games because I don't feel like they deserve, not that they don't deserve, they don't give the amount of content that I pay for. For example, I don't want to pay like $40-$30 for a game that's I'm only gonna play for 10 hours and be done with it. That feels kind of not smart to me. But with this game, and same with Hollow Knight, I would happily pay $60 for this game because it has a lot of content. Enough content to be worthy of that $60 tag. This game has a ton of areas, a ton of enemy varieties, different skills. You can have many different character combinations. You can spend a shitload of time in this game, and that really makes me feel good because I don't feel like I wasted my money. And even if you don't want to waste your money, you can play the game for free because it's on Game Pass. Free, I say that as in if you own Game Pass, it's free. You can play it on Game Pass, and hopefully, if we're lucky, it's gonna be on sale with the Steam's winter sale that's coming up soon. And I plan to buy the game and buy the DLCs then. So if you're interested in a review for the DLCs of the game, be sure to let me know because I would happily buy it, play it, and review it because it looks like it's a ton of fun. So yeah, basically you can play the game for free, and even if you do buy it, it's gonna be worth the money because it has really a lot of content, and if it even looks fun to you, trust me, you're gonna enjoy this game. If it doesn't look fun to you from the first time you looked at it or the gameplay right now on screen, then probably this game isn't for you. There's like a 50-50 chance that it is for you. But if you do like what you're looking at right now, then trust me, you're gonna have a ton of fun with this game. And now story-wise, it's the only thing that I'm not that connected to. It reminds me of Dark Souls. The story is hidden in a lot of different referenced areas and stuff that you can find in the world. And it's not that straightforward as you would expect from other games. Which isn't a problem. I do love Dark Souls. I have a video about Lies of P as well, and Dark Souls. They're fun ways of telling stories, but they're not the main story type that people expect, so I just want to put that out there. If you're here for story, it's not gonna be like Hollow Knight, which is a little more straightforward. Still obscure, but a little more straightforward. And the last good thing that I wanted to mention about this game is that you can play it for free if you have a Netflix subscription. That's also a thing. If you have Netflix, just download the game on your iPad or your phone, and it's a little bit of a worse version of the game, but it does come with the DLCs, so you can experience the game fully just because you own Netflix, which is a pretty sweet deal. So if you do have that, give the game a shot. I think you're gonna enjoy it. And now as a last point, I just wanted to bring up the whole idea of gaming getting boring lately. Trust me, if you're like me and you feel bored with gaming and you just don't know what you want to play, try indie games. Try games like Dead Cells. Give a game like Hollow Knight a shot. Give a game that you never tried playing a shot. Play XCOM. That's a really amazing series. If you have a PC, it's really worth your time. Most people who have this issue only play a certain kind of game, which is the kind of person that I was, admittedly, and it has been a lot of fun trying different types of games, and I just wanted to make this video to show people, if anyone is in this position, where you just get recommended a lot of videos that make you feel bad, make you feel old, make you feel like life isn't fun anymore, just try an indie game. Try something you haven't played in a while, try something new, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. And trust me, gaming is still fun. A lot of shit is happening in the corporate side of gaming, but games are still fun. And if you try some games you haven't played for a while, you're gonna have a lot of fun. So that's the video for today. I wanted to talk about Dead Cells a little. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know what you think. Tell me what you think of the game. Did you ever play it? Are you interested in playing it? Like I said, this is not my usual type of video, so I apologize if you're here for Assassin's Creed or open world games, but that's gonna be the next video. It's probably gonna be about Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War. So if you like those games, also let me know down in the comments. Are you interested? Other than that, thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, do the YouTube stuff, and have a nice day.